Positive Promotion Studio in beautiful downtown Christiana, Delaware, it's the Tim Qualls Show. And now, here he is, the one, the only, the talker of the town, Tim Qualls.
Hi, and welcome to the Tim Qualls Show. If I got exciting news for you, we're taking a show on the road each and every week, and I've got what a way to kick it off than the king himself to kick it off. You just finished the show on the stage. What a great job.
It was a fabulous event to be involved with, and a great cause supporting Justin, one of our Wilmington's finest cops, and we're just glad to be a part of it.
Because that's what all the funds were raised for tonight, to go to him and for his survivor. Because he did survive it, and he's doing well. And we're going to have an opportunity to talk to his mom and his stepfather, and we're going to have an opportunity to talk to a lot of people. But you, fantastic show.
Well, I know firsthand. I'm a survivor of pancreatic cancer, so I know what it takes. It takes a lot of people to help you get through a lot of different things, and again, we're just proud to be a part of this and help this young man out.
Because you and I got a chance to talk before you went on the stage and everything, and what a story you have to tell. And folks, we're going to bring that story to you here in just a few weeks, because I'm going to hook up with Bob, and we're going to kind of do a special on that, because I think it's great what you're doing and the cause you're doing. But as I want you to stand there, because you make me look good, and we keep the audience's attention. Well, I'd say we also went down to the Barney Stone, which is up in Westchester, and we got Brian and Danny on the stage down there from Foster Child, so we're going to be visiting with them a little bit. And you've been around this area a long time, so you know the great Al Santori and the Highlighters. So they're still from 1973. They're still the same band, still playing, and we got a chance to catch up with them at the Hunters Den. So we're going to do that as well.
I'm a Claymont boy. I was born and raised in Claymont. I live in the beach now. But so I know exactly who you're talking about, and you're right, man. Some great entertainment.
Yeah, but this is Bob. We're going to tell you a lot more about him and everything. You're going to see a little bit of his show. But Bob, can you do me a favor and do the king going to commercial break and take us out?
I'll certainly do that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all shook up here. Let's go to commercial break. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Got a chance to be backstage here and introduce yourself, if you would.
Rick Shea.
And Rick, you had something to do with putting all this together, getting with Mario.
Yeah, Mario and I thought about it probably less than a month ago, and we put this thing together. And the entertainment came out here. Bob Lougheed did his Elvis thing. Tom Peasy and Mario entertained.
And it's for a good cause.
Great cause for my stepson, Justin Wilkers, as he's recovering from gunshot wound in early February.
Yeah, and doing all right, I guess?
He's coming along. It's going to be a slow process, but he's doing very well.
Yeah, I wanted to do all that before I turn to mom, because tears might start running, because I know how moms are. That's a tough job,
And it's a tough job being a mom.
Yeah.
The toughest part's over.
Yeah, and he's all right, and everything's going to be all right, and everything else. Is he going back on the job, though?
Well, he says he's going back sooner than I say, but yes.
Yeah.
He has to wait a while for the nerve damage to rejuvenate in the hearing in his face, but he'd like to be back in about 2 months.
Yeah, but it's that once it's in their blood, it's in they're and they're. The hardest job out there to have right now, I think, is being an officer on the streets today.
Absolutely. I mean, I would be happy if he never went back, but he would be very unhappy. And so would his brother Josh, who's also a Wilmington officer. So,
now are you doing all right?
I am. I'm all right. I've decided to make something positive of it, so I've been working very, very closely with the mayor and the mayor's office to try to change some things in the city. And I've been down in Dover with the CENTAC Commissioning Review Board and the Justice Council.
That's mom's going to bat. Okay, that's it. You hurt my son.
We're making some changes. There was a bail reform bill, and some of the things they gave up I wasn't really in favor of, but take a little step here and a little step there, and we'll get there.
Yeah, and great cause tonight, too, and just you got to thank the people out there.
Yeah, absolutely. The people came out and were greatly entertained by Tom Peasy and Mario Rocco and Bob Lougheed. So it was super job, and I think everybody really enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, thank you guys for your time.
Justin really enjoyed himself. So,
Justin, yeah. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Backstage, exciting event taking place tonight and everything else, and you doing your show. Let's talk about your show a little bit. You guys have been doing it for a while.
Oh, yeah, we've been doing this a long time. I partnered up with a new entertainer. His name's Tom Peasy. I think he left the building. I'm not sure. It might have been him that just walked behind me. I'm not sure.
I think he's getting ready to leave. I think we're going to see a lot of him before he leaves. So.
Right after the show, he leaves. I end up taking down all the props and doing all the work.
Yeah, but you guys got a great show. We're going to look at it a little bit of it, everything. But how do you get it? You and I go back a long ways. I know you've been doing it for a while. I got peripheral vision, So yeah, I'm telling you.
I've been with him 35 years. I still can't ignore him, but
Yeah, but we go back a long time. You've been one of the local entertainers here for so many years. I mean, you got to be thankful, the support you get here in this community.
Yeah, I do. Wilmington's been a home for me all my life, and it's been great. Excuse me, we're in the middle of an interview, sir.
He wants you to take your hat off. Not happening.
But no, Wilmington's always been great to me, and I started in Wilmington. I'll probably end up in Wilmington the rest of my life. Though I do have aspirations for the Whack Pack to go on the road. We do some gigs down in Florida and all that stuff. So, but Wilmington will always be home, and that's why I felt compelled to reach out to Justin and his parents. I know his parents real well, and I just had to. He doesn't do anything serious. He doesn't take anything serious, this guy.
He enjoys life. That's what life's all about.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
But I felt compelled to reach out to, Rick and Shirley to say, what can I do to help, raise some money and raise awareness about what Justin's gone through and all this. So it's going to be tough. I mean, he's out there putting his life on the line, not just him, but all the other boys and girls that are police officers in the state, the county, all the different, like the Newport and just all of them. And,
Well, let's talk, because you guys, we're going to show some of the thing and everything else. Before we go to it, I want you to also talk a little bit about Sammy Davis Jr. But I want you to talk a little bit about the Elvis guy. Bob was here tonight.
I'll tell you, and you know me back in the day, back in 1976 on up to about 95. I was doing my Elvis, but I kind of shied away from the Elvis a little bit, and I'll tell you, it made room for this guy named Bob Lougheed. He just came on like a blockbuster. He's fantastic. He has a little history, though. He suffered pancreatic cancer.
And one of the few survivors, may I say? That's
it's like a 1 or 2% survival rate. But he, as you were just saying about Tom Peasy, embracing life, that's what Bob Lougheed has done. He's taken his passion for Elvis and entertaining and made a great career out of it. It's been 2 years now, and he's a certified ETA, which is an Elvis tribute artist. And my hat goes off to him. So, Bob Lougheed, that's for you.
That's why you had to give up
That's
Elvis.
Why I gave up the Elvis. I just don't have the hair anymore.
Yeah. But, Mario, thank you so much. We're going to go check out some of the show because it's important for the folks to see some of that.
Cool. It's the Whack Pack, and, hope you enjoy it.
And now I need a little give and take. The New York Times, the Daily News, comes down to reality, but it's fine with me, so I'll let it slide. Don't care if it's Chinatown or Riverside. I don't have any reason, I let them all behind. I'm in a Wilmington. Jeff Nonder here, look up. I'm in a Phillies. Thought I'd throw that in for Tom Peasy. I'm in a Wilmington state of mind.
Welcome down here to, we're here at the Hunter's Den. Of course, you're looking at my good friend Al Santori, and I'm not sure, Al, what's the band called?
The Highlighters, the Highlighters. We've only been around for 65 years.
I was going to say, I know, I'm looking at John and all of you, and it's the same guys, and I was amazed because I see you quite a bit, but I don't get to see the band too much. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, I'm talking to Rick back there late for dinner, and I said, is that all the same guys? And Rick said, yeah, that's them. You know, of course, let's introduce everybody real quick.
Frank Dobson, he's the bass player. He's only been with us for
13 years.
13 years.
I'm the rookie.
So you're
Whatever in this band, I'm the rookie.
So you just show up and play then.
Show up, hide behind Al, you know, do the usual every week.
You got to be excited, being because to me, Al's legendary in this area. I mean, you know, and these guys, you know, been around for so long, you know, to be involved with a band. Did he replace somebody, or you know?
A guy named Tim Masterson. No, wait a minute, Tim Cleary.
Tim Leary.
Masterson's been dead since 1966.
Well, we don't want to talk about all the dead ones here now. You might be, you know. I was going to say.
Hey, wait a minute. Even when we're playing, they're dead.
Yeah, we got to get over here. Hi, John. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, well, let's talk about you, because you guitar. I mean, you're one of the best guitar players in the area, and have been for a long, long time. And you played before Highlighters and stuff came along. You played with some legendaries yourself.
Yeah, I played with Joe Bonanno and his bunch. You ever hear of him? Peter Prickly and his Heats. You ever hear? No, I played with Bill Haley. Bill Haley in the Commons.
Way back when and everything. It was rock and roll.
27.
Yeah, you've done well for yourself. But, but with rock and roll, yeah. How long you been out?
1972.
1972. Yeah, that's.
Wait a minute. I got to tell you, this week he's must let me know whether it's permanent or not.
You still it's on tryouts here, and then a guy that gets some behind the scenes down here. I don't know your name. Introduce yourself.
My name is Stan.
Yeah, Stan, of course, beats the drums back. A great drummer.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I just started last week. And, 1974 I've been with Al. And I finally learned how to count. He taught me.
I noticed him back there telling you 1, 2, 3. Get the beat down and everything. But let's talk about where did you've been blowing a horn for with these guys for that long. But you did blow in high school or when did you start?
A little bit in high school. Of course, I played sports, baseball, football, and stuff. The old Wilmington High School on Delaware Avenue, and I've had a band. The band when I started, the band was in '51, and we were called the Stardusters. We used to play for proms and stuff like that. And this is before rock and roll, too, believe it or not. I know I don't look it, but I'm old. I'm an old guy here, right?
But when you say that, because I'm listening to you guys mix it up pretty good. I mean, when it comes to music, because you play a lot that I enjoy as well,
We do because I think we're a good wedding band because we can play, Led Zeppelin, or we can do Glenn Miller, Steve Miller, Barney Miller.
Any Miller out there, you do, yeah. And just sing along with Mitch, yeah, all of them. But yeah.
I mean, it's because of these guys, because they follow really great. I mean, they're good. I have really good musicians.
It's kind of hard not to follow when you've been as long as you guys been. If you haven't been figured out how to follow, now he might have a little problem, after just 13 years,
His only problem is he has a lot of acid indigestion. Other than that, he's fine.
But you guys have fun. I mean, your entire life to do what you've done for a living, you've got to be blessed. You got to feel very blessed.
I feel very blessed, and I'll tell you, I have the greatest music. These guys are great. I'll tell you, they make it so much easier than just having some guys that don't show up or one thing or another. They're a pain in the neck, but they're nice guys.
But the thing is, you become friends over the years. I mean, when you're that, I mean, you don't like each other. Just no.
They don't like me, and I don't like them.
Our day jobs are still secure.
Day jobs are still out there and everything. But when you're talking about the high, because you guys, I can remember the Porky's down there on you guys played around so many different places. Do you remember the first place you ever played?
You know what? I don't. But there were places that are not there anymore. On Holland Street, there was a place. What was it called? I forget what it's called. But
closing places.
But we have. We're big at closing places. Shutting them down. We shut them down. But we played just about every place, and we played probably over 3,000. Do you think the IRS is going to hear?
No.
Okay, good. We probably played over 3,000. In fact, I know we have.
Yeah, you had to since 1974.
Not only over 3,000 weddings, but we played for the children. Their weddings also. The parents and the
grandchildren.
Yeah,
great grandkids. Yeah, I was going to say you guys have been together that long.
I don't care where we're playing. We always get somebody coming up and saying, "You played my wedding." In fact, we just played someplace, and a couple came up, and they were still married because I asked them, "Are you still married?" But it was 52 years ago.
Oh, God bless you. Yeah, right here.
About a month ago, right? And I called the guys. I said, "Hey, AR, 52 years ago, I was playing the same music that I'm playing right now."
Because when you're talking about it, you guys do get out here quite a bit. I mean, this is one of the main
places. Hideaway. Of course, we shut that place down too.
I was gonna say you guys played the last gig there, so it's down officially.
The last gig, they called me up. Bobby called me up, Bobby Smith, and said, "Al, you want to play the last?" I said, "We're good for closing places. We can shut them down."
And opened a lot of them over the years too, as well. When you're talking about it, because I always said, because I lose track of you sometimes, and I bumped into you, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. Is there a way people can find out where you're playing? Do you guys? Because I don't know if you know it, but there's computers out now.
Yeah, you know what? I think I heard about computers. Well, Stan is our computer man, and we have a website, highlighters.com. It's HI-LITERS.com.
Yeah, well, let me go down there and Stan then, if he's the computer guy and everything. So you keep that pretty much up to date?
Yeah, we keep it up to date. It's just hi-lighters.com, and you can find out where we're playing. On the
Lighters is LITERS.
We'll put it on the screen there. We'll be sure that the folks know how to look.
And we have some songs on there too, some live recordings you can listen to.
Yeah. Concert series on there.
Yeah, we have probably a dozen songs on there.
Well, we're getting ready to add this on there too. We're going to supply you guys with what we've been recording tonight and everything, so you guys will have that.
We're not paying for it.
No, you're paying me. They didn't tell you before I leave here. I get a check. No, I want to remind everybody where we're at. Because this is a great place to come have dinner. You have great food.
Dinner is really good. Really good food, and it's really cheap. Really good.
Reasonable.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cheap, reasonable.
There you go. Cheap/reasonable. These guys are great. You can see the personalities and everything. You got to get out and check them out. And Santori and the Highlighters. I thank you guys so much for taking your time. The website's on the bottom of the page. Check it out. Here at the Hunter's Den, all over town. Al, thank you so much. Guys, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm telling you, when I'm out on town, there's not a better group to catch up with than my two buddies right here, Danny Beisel, Brian Quinn. I did get Foster Child. I noticed when I pulled up here, I know Foster Child is, you guys kind of put that on hold for a while, but I pulled up here and I said, wait a minute, Foster Child's here at the Blarney Stone. Pull in, you know, walk in and there you are. How are you?
There's a bunch of foster children. So.
Is that what that's what it is? But you guys, you know, it's always great when you and Brian are together.
Oh, it's great, man. Yeah, we play, you know, obviously me and Brian, we do a lot of our original songs when we do a duo, stuff like that, acoustic.
Yeah, and when you talk about, we got one of those, we'll let you hear in a minute, but you know, you're out there because I'm excited about you because, you know, first of all, you go up to the Pink concert, get backstage pass. We won't talk about all that, but you know, you're out there. Octane's back out playing.
Yeah, Octane's back out, and Foster Child's going to be back doing a couple shows. Very excited about it. We have had it on the back burner for a little while, just getting our bearings. He and I have both been traveling quite a bit with different acts, so yeah, we're going to do a couple shows coming up here in the spring and summer, and yeah, see where it goes from there. We want to do some writing. That's where we want to get to.
That's where you guys were always good. The song. What was the song you guys just did, Danny? That was
the last one was "Late on the Line."
I love that.
We have
I love that song.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a couple. We have a whole album basically in the can that we're dying to try to. You know, we got to finish up some guitar. I got to finish up some vocal. But like Brian said, we've been traveling a lot, doing various.
Well, you guys, you know, when it comes to rock and roll and making money, you know, it's tough when you're out there because you got to, you know, go make a living, you know. So, you know, when Octane all of a sudden said, hey, let's have a reunion, you said, okay, I'm there, you know, make some. But it kind of took off from that reunion, and you guys have gotten a few more shows going.
Oh, yeah, it's been going good. It's a rough racket, man, doing the rock and roll thing. Just staying in it's the hardest part. But, you know, we love doing it. And, yeah, with the Octane thing has been going great. You know, we always had such a solid and really loyal fan base, so we're just happy to be making music together, and then, you know, Danny and I making music together. It's great. I'm playing guitar for a living.
Yeah. Now Danny, you know, he's been playing with some big boys out there. You know, some of the legends. And when you're talking about it, you know, out there, you know, let's see, Steely Dan, Boston, you know, you name it. You know.
Yeah. I always say, I told Brian, I got the best cover gig in the world, playing with the actual guys that were in the band. But it's awesome. Yeah, the All-Star Jam. They keep you working every couple months, man. But it's an honor to be on stage with those guys.
Yeah, but it's an honor to have them as your vocalists. You know, for you to come up, you know, and sing for them. I know they feel the same way that everybody ever hears Danny sing. It's like, holy crap, you know, this guy. What's coming up here in the near future for you, Danny?
Like Brian said, me and him are going to get together, do some writing. We got to finish this new Foster Child CD up, whatever we call it. You know, if we're going to change the band name, we're not sure. I got in May, I'll be down in Florida doing another All-Star Jam but it's going to be a bunch of various All-Stars. The guys from the Allman Brothers. Danny Toller passed away recently, so we're going to do a big benefit for him. So that's going to be pretty cool down in Sarasota.
Yeah, because when you talk about All-Stars, I notice it's not the same guys. You guys got, I mean, different guys coming.
Yeah, well, there's a bass. It's Skunk Baxter from Steely Dan and Doobies, Barry Gaudreau and Franny Sheen from the band Boston, formerly of the band Boston, and Mousy Thompson from the James Brown Band, and Leroy Romans from the Wailers. That's the bass. A lot of times you get Rick Derringer. We just had Slim Jim Phantom from the Stray Cats, and you know, Bill Johnson, who is the, you know, that puts it all together. He he always drops other rock stars in. So
you don't know who he's
you never know what you're going to get.
You've been singing with some great ones already. I know that. And of course, Octane, you guys are out there. You know, you got this going on with Danny, and I know that the day is going to come where people's going to say, "Hey, wow, there's Brian Quinn and Danny Bynes." You know, because yeah, well, it's there. I mean, you guys are fantastic. But right now, Octane, I saw you guys got a couple of shows coming up.
You know, we're doing some of the bigger venues. I think the 10-year anniversary of the record that kind of broke it out for us is coming up in September. So I think we're going to plan on doing a date at the TLA down in South.
I think we should do a big outdoor concert with you guys. That's what I'm going to try to set up and everything.
Well, actually, we got a what's the Foster Child? April 27th at Finnegan's Wig. If this airs before that, April 27th.
April 27th. Where's that at?
It's in Philadelphia. What is it? 3rd Spring Garden.
Yeah, so definitely Foster Child. And Bobby going to be there, or you know?
Yeah, me, Danny, Bobby, and Mikey. Yeah.
So original Foster Child on the stage. You don't want to miss that. Yeah, you don't want to miss that. And that's what all happening. But we're at the Blarney, so I want to remind people this is in Westchester. What a great place this is. You know, great food. Yeah.
Great food. It's they got a really cool crowd in there. It's awesome.
Yeah, so you can always keep an eye. Go to DannyBeisel.com. It's there. You can go always catch Brian Quinn as well. Do you have your own page?
Yeah, BrianQuinnGuitar.com.
There you go, Brian Quinn Guitar, because this man can play the guitar. Let's go watch him play right now. Stay with us.